In this video, we're going to look at Sorare, which is an incredible card collector's game for different sports, but not your traditional card collector's game, but everything is a digital over on NFTs, and it's extremely cool. You can set up leagues and so much more. I'm going to show you how to do all of that in today's video. Nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own research before investing any money. Let's get into today's video. So guys, here we are over on Sorare.com. As always, link down below in the description if you want to go and check it out after this video. Now you can see this is a card collector's game, and you have probably been aware that for many years, people from adults to children around the world have been collecting different card games, whether that be for football in the United Kingdom, whether that be things like basketball, baseball in America, and so many others. So it's very cool. You can see that they are all officially sponsored by all of these different organizations, and that means that we have all of the real players, all of the real information, and so much more. You can collect and play, and then you can win different rewards, collect, buy and sell, trade official licensed digital player cards in the Sorare marketplace to create your ultimate team. There are no costs, sign up or play. You can compete against friends and other people around the world in order to win real rewards, and you can win based on a real life performance. So basically you're building up a team of players, and then every Saturday or whenever those teams are playing, each player will then be ranked on their performance. So example, if they're scoring goals or points in different sports, they're going to earn a different amount of points. This is very cool because obviously it's down to you to be able to select the best team you can, and if you want to create an even better team, then you're going to have to start thinking about how you can do it. And you can see they are already partnered with the NBA, the Premier League, and so many others. So what you're going to do is click on the top right and click on sign up, and then that's going to bring you over to a home screen that looks like this. You can see that I have already created a team down below, where you basically click on the sport that you want to choose. So example, football, NBA, and MLB. For example, if you click on basketball here, you can see that you can go through and select your players, and then once you take that player, you can then add others to that list. Now you can see that there is different ones available here. Now potentially using different cards, you're going to need to invest, but that's potentially going to see some good rewards later down the line. Now you can see common, basically unlimited. There's obviously millions of these available, and there will always be more and more available. Now you can see each of them have different rarities. So if we click on continue, you can see that you can build your team, and you're going to be able to build your team here from free players, and then you're going to be able to enter different tournaments. Now since I've already created a football team, I'm just going to click on play here, and then under play you can click on private leagues. I've already created this league here, but all we need to do to create another one would be to click create. Then we can create a league. We can put in a team logo, a league name, description, and then associate it with whichever tournament that we're trying to follow. So for example, if I'm a football fan, then I'm going to select the Premier League, and I would select Premier League Pro, and then I would create my league. Now once I've created my league, it looks something like this, and I can click on the top. It's going to give me a link. I can send that to my friends and other people around the world in order to get more and more people into that league. Now we can click on the buy sell part here. Now we can click on the buy sell part here. You can see that there is obviously different players here on the list, but here we've got Lionel Messi, one of, if not the most famous footballer in the world, and you can see there's different varieties of rarity on this card here. So for example, the lower level one here would be $129, and then up to the top you're looking at $7,777, which I agree might seem like a lot of money for a collectible card, but if you've been looking at real world cards recently, as in the physical cards, you can see some of them have been selling for millions and millions of dollars. Potentially in the future, this could happen to these cards as well. And you can see that Lionel Messi's card here, $7,777, is actually up 25% recently, and that's something very important because it means we could potentially see a good return on our investment. Now you can see here, if I wanted to buy one of these cards, I would literally click on buy lowest price. I would need to connect my wallet, which can be done through MetaMask or whatever, and then I can click on confirm and pay now. It shows me that the gas fees would be 0, which is very important, especially on the Ethereum network, and it's always worth paying attention to because Ethereum, despite the upgrade, still has some quite expensive fees sometimes. And then I'm going to have that player. I can then add that player into my team, and obviously because he's a great football player, and obviously because those rare cards hold extra value, it's going to boost my overall team performance. Now, not all cards are so expensive. You can come down below, and different ones have different levels of price entry. Here you can see Aiden Morris here, $44, but then different versions of his card go up to $2,000. Now here you can see the team I have submitted, obviously the game day would be Saturday of this week. And this is basically my current lineup. I can always go and change that throughout the week, but obviously depending on whether people are injured and whether I expect certain people might have had better games or whatever, and just fine tune it as the weeks go on. Now that's just a cool way of playing for free and having a fun time with your friends, but if you want to see this as a play to earn game and potentially make some good rewards, then you can see you can get coin rewards for every participant. And you can see that there's different pools and prize pools, and you can see the card requirements that are in here. And if you've got any rare ones that you've bought and put into your team and they have a great game or whatever like that, then you're going to see some actual rewards coming through. That's really cool, because although these investments might seem a little bit expensive, you are going to gain coin rewards for participating in this. And there's upcoming competitions all the time, and you can scroll down through these here, these prize pools, and identify some of these in which you want to get involved. And here you can see coming down through, they have different entry requirements, so you're going to have to scroll through and find the one that suits you. But this one, the first place for the particular weekend coming up is $300. But you'll also gain rewards if you come second, $200, third place, $150, and so on. And here you can see you would require 12 rare cards in order to enter. $175 would be the reward, and you'll also get coins. Now here, for example, you can see it's going to be $175 reward for this particular tournament. You require to have 4 limited cards and 1 rare card. So this is a really cool concept, because it's basically the more you invest, obviously you're going to get better players. Obviously then you have more exposure because those cards are rare. But ultimately, if those players go on and continue to develop and get better, those cards that you've invested in are going to be worth more money down the line. This is really cool, because it's not just like paying $7,000 for the Messi card, but you will eventually potentially be able to sell him for $8,000 or $10,000. Not only that, you're going to be able to earn a passive income each week every time Messi is scoring goals, which, happens pretty often as well. Now, obviously there's risks involved, guys, because you've obviously got to identify particular footballers and whether or not they're going to have good teams, and that's where your own skills come in. And I really like this because it pairs up not only the idea of having to be a smart investor, but also it pairs up the idea of that along with having a good understanding of football and which players are likely to perform well. As well as that, you can identify new players who might be cheap and available at good prices, but ultimately develop over time. This is pretty much what a manager in a real football team does, and that's very, very exciting. So in summary, Sorare is a very cool digital collectible card game where you can go and interact with different people around the world in order to earn real cash prizes. You're going to be needing to be a smart investor if you want to earn the maximum rewards, because you're going to have to pick the very best teams and enter the strongest leagues. But obviously there's great opportunity to see upside gains. It's a new project and there will be continual growth in this area. I have already seen a massive amount of growth in physical card collection games, not just Pokemon, but also Premier League cards, NBA cards, and much, much more. Some of those cards in real life have gone for up to $7 million, which is just insane. So I recommend checking out sorare.com. It's linked down below in the description. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.